Good evening. I think it's too late for introductions, but I want to thank John for inviting me. It's been a very stimulating experience. Over the next 5 minutes, I'll share with you our experience of the last 30 years. So, more than 80% of the world's amputee population lives in the low and middle income countries. But ironically, most research in prosthetics is directed towards addressing the needs of the other 20%. Most prosthetics that are available commercially are prohibitively expensive and out of reach of our patients. In fact, we are so consumed by cost that we started believing cost to be the foremost deterrent in prosthetic services in India. And we set about making inexpensive replicas of what was available in the West at that point of time, which was the Satchel. So the Satch foot, very enthusiastically, we started providing our patients with the Satch foot and an aluminium limb. And however, the excitement was very short-lived because we had a near total rejection. And that was because the Satch foot is a rigid foot and it does not permit any of the postures our patients have to adopt. Now we have to understand that the profile of users in the West and in India are very diverse. These are the Indian amputees who are all young, post-traumatic, they live in rural areas, have to negotiate uneven terrain, have to sit on the floor and may or may not use shoes. So we designed the Jaipur foot, which you just saw. Now the Jaipur foot permits mobility in all three planes. It is a foot and ankle assembly of microcellular rubber and wood encapsulated and reinforced with tire cord and cushion compound. It is very lifelike and it was tested in the Royal Liverpool Hospital and compared with Satch and Seattle foot and found to be more cosmetically and functionally closer to the human foot. Not just cosmetically, even functionally, you'll see that it permits patients these postures which no Western foot still does. It permits them to squat, sit cross-legged. Now, these are very essential postures in the Indian context or even in the Asian context. It permits people to run, climb trees, practically do anything they want. And it also permits people to walk without shoes, which is very important for us because to the church you can go with your shoes on, but to the mosques and temples you need to take your shoes off. This is the Transtibial Jaipur limb, and what I want to highlight here is that instead of a polypropylene sheet which is used across the world to make sockets and shanks, we use a high density polyethylene pipe. So we are actually thermoforming a cylinder and reshaping it to form a cylindrical leg. So it's a seamless limb. So for the transtibial amputees, we nearly have our act together, but for transfemoral, which form 30% of our amputees, the only options that we had are the single axis knee joints with a lock. Now single axis knee joints have their limitations and they result in an ergonomically inefficient and cosmetically awkward gait. But because of non-availability of any other better options, that's what's used traditionally in all developing countries. So we started working with Stanford University and DREV, a not-for-profit organization, and designed a polycentric knee joint. Now this knee joint, the Jaipur Remotion knee joint it was featured in the Time magazine as one of the 50 best inventions of the world for 2009. And it is right now being manufactured in an ISO 13485 facility. It's ISO 10385 certified, CE approved, FDA approved. And again, it's designed to meet the socio-cultural, religious, economic, and occupational needs of our patients. It permits a knee joint, permits patients to again adopt the postures that are a part of the lifestyle of our patients. Most of our patients lose their limb because of motorbike accidents, but the first thing they ask us, even before they ask us if they can walk, is will they be able to go back to motorbike riding, and we ensure that they'd be able to go back to whatever they were doing earlier, whether it was riding a bike or it was going back to their farms. So far we have used the first prototype of the Remotion Jaipur knee in over 10,000 patients across 15 countries. And the second model that you saw, the black model, the Remotion knee, we've used it over 500 patients as part of an Indo-US grant. Our idea is to indigenize, innovate, demystify, and decentralize. And although our primary goal is to restore mobility, but the impact of prosthesis in the developing world goes way beyond just remobilizing them, because without a prosthesis, patients are stripped of their basic rights to access, food, shelter, employment, education. So we feel that there's a compelling need to research in prosthetics, not just from a medical perspective, but also as a humanitarian initiative. Thank you.